Mazrouei, and I'm the head of FinTech Hive at DIFC. FinTech Hive is an initiative that was launched by DIFC early last year to accelerate growth of the FinTech industry in the region. It's an initiative that's in partnership with Accenture, who operates global FinTech innovation labs around the world, in the US, in the UK, and in Hong Kong. And based on that model, we have designed an acceleration program for startups to come to the DIFC and work with our partner financial institutions to accelerate their access to market through FinTech Hive. The initiative is focused on developing the FinTech industry, attracting FinTech startups from all over the world to DIFC, and to build on the existing ecosystem that the DIFC has today, from the number of financial institutions that we have in the center, and the partner firms, the regulation, and the international law system that we have in the DIFC to enable these companies grow and accelerate in the FinTech industry. So Dubai and the UAE has a national agenda of innovation, and it's a full ecosystem starting from the Future Foundation and the future accelerators, the government accelerators. There is a huge support for technology adoption in the UAE in general and in the region. You can see different government departments and different private sector players doing and supporting technology development initiatives across. When it comes to the DIFC, we are focused on developing the financial technology fintechs sector, because that's the area of our expertise, that's the area where we have the relationships, that's the area where we have the influence. We work very closely with the regulators in the DIFC, and we talk to them all the time about how to regulate innovations. How can we come up with the regulations that would attract these fintechs to come to test their technologies in the DIFC. DIFC provides access to regional markets. The whole MEASA region is accessible from the DIFC. With regulations from the DIFC and an accelerator like the FinTech Hive, the technology startups would have a faster time to market, to test their technologies, and also to access those markets. FinTech is definitely disrupting the banking systems. The banking systems are based on legacy systems that's been there for a very long time. But the good thing and the positive aspect to look at here is that the banks are actually embracing the fintechs. They're looking out for all these technology startups. They're looking out for these solutions, and they are looking at ways of working with them. In FinTech Hive, we have more than 10 financial institutions that came on as partners. These partners are global and regional banks that are working with us in identifying the startups that we will choose for the acceleration program. These startups will be working directly with those banks through mentorship programs. They will have access to the knowledge in the bank. The banks will guide them in ways to develop their technology in a way that is adaptable in the region. So we have seen a great interest from the banks. They don't want to miss out on this wave. They're definitely embracing the FinTech technologies and looking for ways to bring them into their banking system. So the fintechs today are driven towards the optimization of services of the customers. How do we go towards faster service turnaround times, easier access to information, faster payments, cashless economy is definitely the ultimate objective. We can see that the regulators are looking at regulating those technologies to enable this kind of interaction with the clients. We can see the initiatives around the technologies that are available that facilitate those kinds of services to actually take place. The startups that are looking for ways to improve the customer experience. How can I pay? How can I transfer my funds without having to have either a bank account or a credit card account from one client or a customer to another? Financial inclusion is very important, and through the DIFC we have access to the Miyasa region, which is, has a high percentage of unbanked economy. And through this technology and the use of mobile phones, it is absolutely possible, but it needs the right direction and the right regulation for it to move forward. So if you are from the banking industry, I'm sure you already are aware of the rise of these startups. I would say find out what's happening on those startup scenes, be part of acceleration programs, have conversations with the startups so that you don't miss out on the advancement of this technology. And if there is something that can be further developed or customized to further enhance these banking processes, let's be positive about it and embrace it. The FinTech scene is developing. We have seen investments around the world happening in the FinTech startups, and this scene is moving gradually to the region. And we are having multiple conversations with investors, different investor networks who are interested. It's the new investment scene also for this region. Many venture capitalists and private equity firms are interested to invest in technology. It's a new area. So there is definitely an interest. We have seen technology solutions that are very impressive, and that would change the scene. So I would say have an open mind to technology and work with it rather than against it. So when we launched the applications for the accelerator program, we have received more than 100 applications for the program from all over the world. And that's a very good indication for the interest in FinTech for a program that is launched for the first time in this region. We have went through a thorough selection process that has been led by the partnering banks. So the banks had access to all the applications to verify the technologies, and based on the bank's feedback, we came down to a list of our top 20 applicants. Out of the top 20, we have interviewed all the startups, and we have chosen 10 startups to join the program. The acceleration program starts on the 21st of August of this year. And it will start with a speed dating process with all the partnering banks. So the startups, first I would like to mention that the startups that we have in the program are global startups. So we have one from Dubai, we have I think 2 from the States, 1 from the UK, 1 from India, 1 from Singapore. And they are coming to Dubai for a period of 12 weeks. Once they start the program, they will go and visit all the banks. They will meet with the lead people from the different banks with areas that are in regard with their technology to understand more from the banks how can they further enhance their technology to fit the market. Once that's done, they will be based here in the DIFC, in the FinTech Hive office, and they will be developing their technology in a way to meet the requirements of the banks. Once the program is complete, throughout the program we will be having mentorship sessions, and we'll have workshops. We'll have different speakers come and talk about different topics. We will also have a legal clinic in the FinTech Hive that will provide legal services for the startup firms. At the end of the program, we will have an event where all these technology startups will pitch their technologies and they will talk about their experience, and we will invite members of the financial community to attend this event. In addition, we will invite the investors network to have access to these technologies if they would like, and have the option of investing in these startups if they are interested. So this way we build this relationship between the startups and the banks so that the banks start to use their services, and we also open this opportunity for the investors to invest in those firms so that they can further develop and grow. This is the main focus of the acceleration program, but beyond the acceleration program, we are going to use the FinTech Hive office as a co-working space for startups that are interested to come to the DIFC and experiment with their technology, because we provide access to the innovation testing license from the regulators, which enables them to test the technology for a period of 6 to 12 months. And that is easier done at the FinTech Hive co-working space, where they will have access to the license, the partners, and also the financial community through the DIFC.